Hey guys, welcome back. We have another cooking video this time. Alright, and what we're going to do now is we're going to cook Spanish rice. So this is easy. I know there's a lot of ingredients here, but it's really easy. I'm going to show you how to make it really tasty, and this dish goes well with a lot of other things. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to cut some of these vegetables up. So basically what we need is, this is the basis right here. We need 2 tomatoes, we need part of this bell pepper, and we need part of this onion. So that's why I have this plate over here, because when we cut these, I'm going to put everything in the plate. So make sure you have a really sharp knife, and the reason for that is a sharp knife is a knife that's not going to cut you. It'll cut the vegetables, but it won't cut you because it's predictable. All right, so here we go. We're going to cut this tomatoes, we're going to cut the onions in cubes. So cube-ish. All right. And when you get down to this little nub like this on a tomato, best thing to do, put it on the table and cut right in the middle of it, right here. And then do this. That way your finger doesn't get cut. All right, we're going to set that aside for later. All right, and to cube these, we're going to kind of set them like that. Just give them like that, and then like that. All right, that's going to be cubed. So we're going to throw this on the plate. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the second one. Keep your fingers out of the way of that blade. You guys know how to cut though. All right, here we go. There's that last bit. All right, we'll just kind of and then there's our cubed action. Making a mess, but it's okay. Have a clean surface first. I cleaned all the old dust and stuff like that off of my cooktop here. You want to do that if you're going to be scooping off of it. You don't want old dust and bits of other meals on there. And here we go. We're going to cut the last bit of this. Don't let anything go to waste. Fingers out of the way. All right. They don't have to be perfect. Just get them in there. All right, with the onions, same way. All right, but this onion, we're gonna have to get rid of the skin. So go ahead and cut that off. Cut that off. What I usually do is I make a little jab in it like that. I peel that first layer off, just like so. And we're gonna be all right with that. Have a trash can ready to go so you can take all the little skin parts off of there. All right, let's cube a little bit of this too. We don't need a whole lot. We don't need the whole onion. Probably about that much for the 2, in relation to the 2 tomatoes we just cut. So let's do the same thing with this. We're gonna cube these. And again, they don't have to be perfect. You just don't want any real big pieces. There we go. All right, and then lastly, you're gonna have your bell pepper. What you're gonna do is, of course, wash it, take the stickers off. We're not gonna need the whole thing. We're probably gonna need only about 1/3 of it. So do that, get the seeds out of there, peel the seeds out. Get all the seeds off of him. And we're doing bell pepper long slices. You'll see what I do later. so we got a bunch of long slices. So this is it. This is all the prep you need when it comes to vegetables. The next prep is gonna be the way the rice is cooked. Okay, so for the next step, we're gonna use, I use jasmine rice. I use it for everything. But here's the water to rice ratio. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 2 cups of rice, so that means I need 3 cups of water. So I've prepared my water on the side. We're not gonna need that yet, but I have 3 cups. So, but it says I need 2 cups of rice. So here's what we're gonna do. The pan is important, okay? It needs to be a high-sided pan. It needs to have a lid that fits good to cook rice with. And I already have that. The lid is right here. Okay, the important thing about the pan is it can't be your favorite pan because you're gonna get it hot. You can warp it. It's not. Don't get your favorite pan out for this. All right, this is real thin. It's real cheap. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it real hot. So we're gonna put it on. I actually want to put it on probably about 8 out of 10. Okay, put it high. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some vegetable oil, and we're gonna place the vegetable oil in the pan. Get a good amount. I would say what's that, about 3 tablespoons? Let's go that much oil. Lots of oil. All right, and as that heats up, you want it to start smoking, but you want a flat-bladed wooden or bamboo spatula. All right, some sort of, and that's the reason for that is so that when we stir that rice, what we're gonna do right now is to get the flavor of the Spanish rice, that signature flavor that we have. Part of the signature flavor is gonna be the toasting of the rice, and I'll show you what we do once this oil is warmed up. Okay, as I'm heating the oil up, we need a few basic ingredients. We need some seasonal, doesn't matter what variety you have. We also need some cumin right here. I buy the bags of cumin and I put it in a different spice container just so I have it. We need a lot of garlic, and we need black pepper, and we also need probably about a half a can of this sauce, maybe less, just for color and a little bit of the taste. All right, so as you can see, this is starting to smoke a little bit. So what we're gonna do now, and this is very important, we're gonna put our 2 cups worth of rice in there. All right, and as you can see, it's starting to boil. Now, the most important thing to do for the next couple of minutes is to constantly stir that rice. And what we're doing is we're getting this rice, we're getting it completely covered with oil. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but some of those rice pieces are starting to turn white. And as they toast, they'll turn white. Then they'll have a brownish color to them. But you do not want to get any black spots on the rice. It'll destroy the rice. You want to have it brown, uniform brown. And this is going to take a while, so I'm probably going to speed the camera up to save time. So in hindsight, don't put it on 8 out of 10, put it on about 6.5, 7 out of 10. It's a little too hot, but it's gonna be okay because most of the rice is brown. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we have our water ready. We're gonna go ahead and throw our water in. This is the main important reason why you don't wanna use one of your good pans, because that's gonna warp your pan right there. All right, we put the water in. Then what we're gonna do, and this is important, you're gonna put a lot of garlic. I'll show you how much I put. For this amount of rice, I'm probably gonna put that much garlic. I'm gonna need more later, possibly. Let's go with, how much pepper we're gonna do? Probably about that much pepper. Okay, cumin, we're gonna go heavy on cumin because this is the main flavor of our rice. One of the main flavors. All right, I'm gonna put some cumin in there. Probably put more than that. A little bit more, there you go. Not a lot more. All right, and lastly, gotta be careful with the seasoned salt. You don't wanna get it too salty. But I'm starting with this. I'll test it once I mix it. Okay, and then one thing I forgot to do is open the can of tomato sauce. We will get this tomato sauce open quickly. All right, probably about a 1/3 can. There you go, right around there. That's 1/3 can. Go ahead and stir that up. Okay, now we're gonna throw our onions and tomatoes in there. Lots of that goodness. And those will turn into water too, you know. Okay. Place back on the burner. Ooh, you hear that? And we are gonna cook this for about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, where is the bell pepper? Here we go. So throw the bell pepper on top, like so. All right, and I'm just gonna eat the last bits of those. All right, there you go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cover that, bring it to a slight boil, and then simmer for 25 minutes. All right, as you can see, it's starting to boil a little bit. That's when I'm gonna turn it down to simmer. Simmer it at probably 1 and 1.5. All right, kind of important. I don't like to mess with it. I just let it sit for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna set my timer. Let it sit, and I was setting my timer there. All right, let it set, and it'll look good. So if you're gonna take it to a party, it'll look really good because it's gonna have those bell peppers on top. But you know, if you're gonna be eating it yourself, presentation really doesn't matter. So there you have it, folks. That is how you prepare it. That's how you cook it. In just a second, I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, the timer's going off. All right, it's been 25 minutes, so let's have a look. Oh, look at that. All right. So it looks and it smells amazing. So, folks, this is it. This is your Spanish rice. So then what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop it open like that and check it out. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing right there. So, again, I hope this helps you out if you're gonna be cooking some Spanish rice for some people. All right, that's it. That's all there is to it, folks. And it only takes a total of about 35 minutes. And then this right here, you can pair it up with enchiladas. You can pair it up with tacos. You can pair it up with chile relleno, my beans that I cooked for you. You can pair it up with chalupas. I mean, it's endless, okay? So this is one of the staples of Mexican food, and now you know how to cook it. Enjoy.